So, you're Buck. I have to say, I've been looking forward to talking with you.
Oh yeah, why's that, friend?
Let's just say your reputation precedes you.
I can't say I'm surprised. A guy like me, people tend to tell stories.
Are they true?
I guess that depends on the story and who's telling it.
Fair enough. Let's talk about you though. Where exactly are you from?
Well, us humans from the fleet ain't really from anywhere. We've been wandering around in the fringe for a long time, looking for a place to set down roots.
So you don't have a homeworld?
Well, technically, we came from planet Cassis, but it's been a long time since we left. Seeing how things turned out there, I think we got the better end of the deal.
Cassis. Wait, isn't that a Dominion homeworld?
I don't recommend you say that again.
Ah, right. Moving on. Let's talk about the pistols. Are you always packing?
You bet I am, mister. And they ain't just for decoration. Growing up out on the fringe like I did, you learn pretty quick that your best friends are the kind that you wear on your hip. They're loyal, dependable, and they don't talk your ear off.
Do you find the guns useful in your line of work?
Well, if by your line of work you mean exploring, then I'd say sure as a headshot, friend. You don't want to be venturing into uncharted territory without a little insurance. And if that insurance is the kind that puts holes in the things, all the better.
What other kinds of tools do explorers use?
That's a pretty big list. But I'd say that the most important piece of equipment for an explorer is something we call the locator.
That sounds pretty interesting. Tell me more about it if you can.
Well, simply put, the locator is kind of like compass, except instead of pointing you east, west, north, and south, it points you to things like secret mountain passes, hidden valleys, and subterranean caves. See link. Since those things that explorers are looking for, it turns out to be one of them tools that you can't live without.
Speaking of exploring, I understand that you were recently on Nexus.
Yep.
What can you what can you tell me about it?
I tell you, it's my kind of place, friend. It's a whole planet full of unexplored frontiers, deadly beasts, and a mysterious ancient ruins. You can't take 3 steps down there without something trying to rip you to shreds or blast you out of existence.
That sounds dangerous.
Oh, it's dangerous, all right. A man needs a stiff backbone, steely resolve, and hair. Sorry, and hair. Damn it. And hair triggered reflexes just walk off the ship down there. Good thing I've got all three in spades.
You sound pretty sure of yourself, Buck.
I wouldn't be very good at my job if I wasn't, mister.
Why don't you tell me about what happened on your last mission?
It'd be a pleasure. The Explorers Union sent me planet-side to map out an uncharted sector. So I hitched a ride on an Academy research vessel with an RN scientist and a grizzled old Granok soldier. Nexus being Nexus, it didn't take long for things to get interesting.
Do tell.
Well, I ain't exactly supposed to be talking about it, but I think it would be fair to say that my two associates got themselves into a heap of trouble. And then I stepped in and saved their bacon. For most people, it would have been quite an adventure, but it's pretty much a regular day for someone like me.
That's not exactly the story I heard. But let's talk about these associates.
Surely. The Granok was about what you'd expect, armed to the teeth, and he definitely held his own when things got hot and heavy. But just between you and me, he wasn't exactly as sharp as tool in the shed.
Probably best if we keep that to ourselves. And what about this orange scientist?
Liara? Now, she was a character, no doubt about it. You know the kind. One of them true believers. Circle of life and all that nonsense. You could tell she liked to hear herself talk.
Interesting. Let's move on. Here's a hypothetical situation. You're sitting in a bar, and an intergalactic bounty hunter has a gun aimed at your heart. Would you shoot first?
Do I really need to answer that question?
Suppose not.